hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're going to look at June the 6th. So if you haven't watched the video before this, do, because it's got some information as well about how Starmer's trying to divert the attention from Tommy Robinson on June the 5th to his Ukrainian boys, which are in court on June the 6th. Okay, so and I think because Tommy's more well known, and the shock and the injustice, he's playing on that, you know, that you'll all be interested in Tommy for those 2 days. Okay, how does Keir Starmer feel about the 3 men being charged with conspiracy and actual intent to murder? Well, what else can you say, really? Yeah, so how does Starmer feel about his boys being in court on the June the 6th? I hate it when it drags. It can't happen. Well, I think he'll be watching like a hawk, okay? And I feel like he'll be watching to see what happens next. What is Starmer hoping for regarding these 3 boys? Well, I have to say, he's hoping about a mother figure. Is he hoping to say that, you know, they've had a bad life or something, a hard life? I think what he's hoping is that, you know, this upbringing kind of thing, you know, how they're raised is not brought up. Why does Starmer not appear to be worried about June the 6th? Because he is. He is. And he wants to protect what's his. We've got instability, debts, him being irresponsible. In case someone sues him. How does Starmer know the 21-year-old Ukrainian? Told you. Family, family, family. He's seen it as a family thing. How does he feel? How does he know? How does he know the 21-year-old? I feel like, you know, like I said, he's a relative. How does he feel about the 26-year-old? Like this was organised, okay? Some kind of organisation. Is Starmer up in these 3? Get off. Absolutely. Absolutely. What does Starmer know? You see, I think this guy was like at university together. That's how they know each other. Now, as well, when I read about this Roman, it said that he's only been in the country studying for 2 years. Well, that car was sold before 2 years ago. You know, how does this Roman know such detail and history regarding Starmer? Because his family. Okay, so it's not going away. It is not going away. We're still getting the family. What do we need to know about the 30-odd-year-old? Like, how does Starmer know him? He doesn't. So he caused it. Well, because it's all to do with these disputes as well, instability. So you got university fees, maybe, you know, he's paid for this young man's university fees. So, and I guess it's this person, the 21-year-old, that has influenced these two. Is the fact that, you know, these two young ones, the 21-year-old and 26-year-old, you know, is the fact that they're male escorts or models just a coincidence? Yes or no, please? I won't turn the card universe. Just a coincidence. Oh, I said I wasn't going to, but well, yeah. It's like, he'd rather him think that he's got a rent boy that can't be proven than an actual son who is Ukrainian. So prior to this young man coming across here and studying, I don't even know if he lived with him at one point. I feel like he lived with him at one point. Definitely going to come out. So is this young man, has Starmer ever been to the Ukraine to visit this young man? Well, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, I feel he has, because he doesn't want to provoke this young man, or, you know, doesn't want to provoke him. Didn't want to come out either. Oh, I had a question in my head and it's just gone. How does the 21-year-old feel about Starmer? Well, obviously he's not happy that he's been locked up, but the idiot shouldn't have done what he did anyway, so, you know, regardless. Whether it's a family spat and dispute or not, you know, a crime is still a crime. I think he's, you know, not happy and still trying to make things work, thinking that he'll get out. Does this young man feel that he'll get out? Yes. Yeah. His solicitors will get him off, or, you know, somebody will come in. What do the police know about Starmer's involvement in this? That Starmer's trying to put things right. Why did Starmer put a block on all the mainstream media on covering this story? So if I'm to believe it's true, apparently Starmer has a block on mainstream media, an injunction apparently, that doesn't allow them to speak or comment on his personal life. Oh dear, oh dear. You see, this story could be, you know, where she's had a relationship with Starmer briefly, and that she was pregnant. He didn't want to know. She brought him up, and then somehow he's found out. Oh yeah, that was the one. What do we, you know, is Roman's father, who has come out and made a statement saying he's a true patriot and Ukrainian. You know, is that bullshit? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Making up stories as they go. Trying to paint out a different picture. Look at that. Look at that. 3 of Pentacles. Twice. And I'm seeing more Pentacles than I am out else. And I just feel like that's to do with structure. I mean, if this is family, right, he cannot get away with it. Will any of these boys talk? Well, I'm seeing a woman here meeting and talking with Keir Starmer. So I'm getting extricate yourself from a damaging situation here. So will they talk? Well, they will if they have to. But I don't feel it straight away. I feel like they're told, oh, just give it a little bit more time. You know, give it a bit more time. You won't be found guilty. How will Starmer feel on January the 6th after this court hearing? That's it, finished and complete. is Starmer going to tell the police he doesn't want to press charges? Yes or no? And I promise this time I won't turn the card. Yes. Jesus. How will Keir Starmer feel on June the 7th? Like he's got away with it. Laying down the law. Saying Zelensky can deal with him. How will Starmer feel on June the 8th? So June the 8th, he's got a bit of a hassle coming his way from his own party. And what happens on June the 9th? How will he feel on June the 9th? Something big. Something big, okay? Something big. It's like as if it's global. How will his party feel about Starmer on June the 9th? I see a woman. Is that Rayner? Yes. So they'll be looking to Rayner. How will Rayner feel on June the 9th? Deliberately staring. Deliberately, you know, doing things deliberately. Does Angela Rayner know that Keir Starmer is the father of one of these Ukrainians? She knows Starmer's not telling the truth. So she might be making out that she's okay about it. But she's not. She wants to cause him a few issues. Well, do you know what? If it's Rayner that blows him out the water, I'm quite happy with her. And I actually saw a paper that she released, which got leaked, by the way. But it was on about, you know, instead of the benefits cuts, about different ways. Well, that impressed me, really. You know, that she's got the gall to do that. And that she's thinking about the people. Now, I know she comes under a lot of criticism, but that is a small blessing that I'll take away from her. Will Angela Rayner become the next PM? Either on or after June the 9th. No? Has Angela Rayner been covering for Starmer regarding his child? Yeah. Yes. She's helped him. So I think it's these two that go then. How will the world feel about Keir Starmer on January the 9th? January? No. How will the world feel about the public? How will the public in the UK feel about Starmer on June the 9th? Right, so I think the issue with Starmer's family is not something we'll be too bothered about, you know, wasting time just thinking about it. So you're thinking beyond now, okay? You take Starmer and Rayner out the equation and you're already thinking ahead, like who's the next Prime Minister? What can happen? Will this happen? Will they do this? Will they, you know, will they help with freedom of speech? So why did Angela Rayner help cover for Starmer? Why? Well, because she's probably taken something as fact. I don't care whether it's Starmer's son or not, you know. You see, in my world, say you did something wrong and the victim says, oh no, I don't want to press charges. Well, the police can still charge you, regardless whether they're a witness or not. I'm kind of getting as well, though, you know, that something's happened, but maybe she's been misled. Does Angela Rayner feel like she's been misled by Starmer? Well, not about taking risks. So far, I think these gits are going to get off. I think Starmer's going down for it and all. Look, they'll be like that. Oh, it's over now. It's over. Well, it jolly well isn't, pal. Will this be the end of Starmer? He's going to have to look at his drawing board, okay? I don't think even he knows that he can get out of this. Why are judges and police taking orders from Starmer? Well, they've got a lot to add themselves, haven't they? Eh? Once you compromise yourself, you know, it just leads the way to more and more and more. I think, you know, I kind of feel like the police feel it's, well, Starmer's hiding something, obviously. They're not strong enough, are they? But they're being unrealistic as well. How will the public feel come June the 9th about their government? that we was in the dark. That certain people knew. Do the police know that this Ukrainian is Starmer's son? I would say so. Is she representing the Ukrainians? Is she a solicitor? No. No, it's a woman who comes forward. How do we find out then? How do we find out about this? How? I see him going bright red. Bright red. Okay, I see him in the Parliament. Bright red. Bright red. I think it's somebody, possibly one of the boys' mothers, that doesn't want the world thinking her son's a rent boy for Starmer. Is that true, universe? Is it true? Yes. Because it's their dad instead, okay? Their dad instead. She's going to say that is their father. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, hang on there. So when Starmer's gone, what happens to Tommy? It's as if the government can't step in. Whoever it is can't step in. It has to follow court procedures. Will the truth about Starmer and dictating over free speech and making people enemies of the state, will all this be leaked? No. They're going to stick around that and no. They'll let us have that, but they won't let us have the rest. But do you know what? I just think the country will feel better off without him anyway. He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't listen. What will become of Starmer once he's left office? He'll be afraid, all right. He'll be afraid because it may not be about free speech and bullying that comes out, but there'll certainly be a lot more. A lot more stories, a lot more stories. Well, gonna happen to a nicer guy. Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.